Now, Madam President, in the time I have remaining, I also want to speak briefly on a subject that many members of Congress, both Democratic and Republican alike, have an abiding interest in. Throughout this week, delegates from countries around the world will gather in Colombia to participate in the second review conference of the Convention on the Prohibition of Use, Stockpiling, Production, and Transfer of Anti-Personnel Landmine. This review conference would have been the perfect opportunity for the Obama administration to announce its intention to join the 156 other nations that are parties to the treaty, including our coalition allies in Iraq and Afghanistan. In fact, every member of NATO and every country in our hemisphere except Cuba is a part of the treaty. The United States, only one of 37 countries that have not joined, along with Russia and China. We are the most powerful nation on earth. We ask other countries to join these kind of treaties. We've been unwilling to ourselves. We do not use these landmines. We should be doing it. Can anyone imagine the United States using such landmines in Afghanistan, where usually it's civilians who die from it? A country where more civilians have been killed or horribly injured from mines than any other country in history. Why shouldn't we? And yet, we see instead of the United States going down and doing what would be the right thing, we had a State Department spokesman who announced last Tuesday that the Obama administration decided to continue supporting the Bush administration's policy on landmine, which itself, in key aspects, was a retreat from the policy of President Clinton. I think the Obama administration has made a dramatic mistake in this area in landmines. This is not what we expected from this administration. It is not what I expected in my conversations with the president. I'd remind everybody the United States has not exported anti-personnel mines since 1992, when we passed the Leahy law prohibiting the export of such landmines. We have not produced anti-personnel mines for over a decade, not since 1997. And the United States has not used anti-personnel landmines in almost 20 years, not since 1991, when many of them malfunctioned. In fact, we've been in de facto compliance with the treaty for 18 years. Indiscriminate landmines, whether persistent mines or those that are designed to self-destruct or deactivated for a period of time, are nothing more than booby traps. These landmines cannot distinguish between an enemy combatant, a U.S. soldier, a young child, or a woman out collecting firewood for a family. They do not belong in the arsenal of any modern military. I have supported President Obama. I look forward to supporting him on many issues in the future. I hope this can be one of those issues, and the administration will change the course they're presently on. I am confident they do a real review. They will get rid of these. I want to commend the government of Colombia, a country where landmines have taken and continue to take a terrible toll on civilians, for hosting the review conference. And Colombia joined the treaty years ago. I appreciate the fact the State Department has sent a team of observers to Cartagena. But I hope they use this opportunity not only to highlight the hundreds of millions of dollars the U.S. has provided for humanitarian demining and assistance for mine victims over the years, but also learn from the delegations of countries that are parties to the treaty and have done already what the United States should have done.
It's expired.
Madam President, I ask for one more minute.
Without objection.
The treaty, and I think of when Canada and my friend Lloyd Axworthy, as foreign minister, showed the extraordinary vision culminating in this treaty. This treaty has already exceeded the expectations of even its strongest advocates. The number of mine casualties has decreased significantly. At the same time, none of the arguments of the treaty's naysayers have come to pass. The United States is the most powerful nation on earth. We do not need these indiscriminate weapons any more than our allies who have abandoned them. We've not used landmines for many years. We should be leading this effort, not sitting on the sideline. It's time for the United States and the Obama administration to join the right side of history. Madam President, I ask consent that the full statement and other statements be made part of the record.
Without objection.